Hey everybody, it's me, and again I'm recording for the upload just next Sunday. Just funny thing, I'm actually kind of getting this recording done like almost last second. I'm recording at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. Kind of had like a busy week, so I normally try to make sure I get things done and recorded before Saturday day. I was lucky, I had to record Saturday. Last time I recorded, I had no recording Saturday night. This time I'm recording during the day on Saturday. Even though I normally want to try recording the night, it's just I haven't been able to record the past few nights because I've been getting like exceedingly tired because I've been like waking up extremely early for some reason. I'm just really slow. So yeah, but basically. Junkies. I'm probably gonna cut off afterwards because I'm trying to make sure this video is quick. Because, well, I don't want it to take too long. I gotta get my battle credit. It's $1,440. No, I'm not watching the video bucks. Yeah, I'm gonna pause the recording right now. I'm gonna get the free refill. I'll be back once I get it. Pause. Very quick. So this time was being laggy. Okay, back into the recording. I went ahead and watched the ad. I figured I unpause the recording once I got to the refill reward. That way you can receive it. Alright, that's all last time. Let's see what you choose. Do I have? What can I create? I'm going to mine. I'm sure that probably wouldn't be very good of a choice. Yeah, I'm going to buy wood. I'm going to buy one. I want to save up some wood and enough carrots because if you go check here at the carpenter shop, the little structure, there's something you can get from the almost very beginning of the game. It's the stables. It costs 5,000 gold, 10 wood, and 2 carrots. And I want to get that basically as soon as possible. Because with that, we can work on getting allies, by allies I mean pets, that can give us passive bonuses. And it comes with a free whale pet, which is at a base plus 1% to your HP. And it can level up to 8 times. So for a map, 8% HP bonus, which, to be honest, is not that good long run. But like, either way, 8% in the later games don't really much more, like 8% now. And sometimes it'll take a long time before you get to 8% anyways. So by the time we're able to get his bonus up to 8%, it's going to be a big help then. I always really wish I had person. That's it. Sorry if I'm not talking that much. I'm not much of a talker person to play games. So, yeah, just something to know, guys. One thing to learn with this game is that every single enemy, even with variants and stuff like that, they actually do make the variants seem a little more unique. Because in the game, I'll probably show you guys after the wipeout on this stage I'll show you guys the bestiary and how they actually kind of give a more unique feel to each of the enemies that we face. Even if it isn't much, still at least a little bit of uniqueness, which is very much appreciated. Games like this. Oh, crap. One thing to know, one thing I hate on auto, which is why I'm refusing to do it on this stream, is that auto battle makes it where the enemies will all target one specific enemy. Well, the characters will always target one specific character. And basically, in doing so, it kind of means like a lot of times they won't target like the ones necessary. Because there's a very good strategy when it comes to basically choosing a target to attack. Because like, here's in this fight, the characters are a rat and a ghost. Okay. In this case, there's not as much beneficialness to attack the rappers, but there's a little bit more benefits to attacking the ghost first because of a move disorient. We always do that. It's a whirlwind. I don't know. But this fight right here, we have two rats and a giant ghost. In this fight, even though the giant ghost is more likely to have more health and do more damage, and the rats being quicker to defeat, it's probably much better to target the ghost first, mainly because he's got the stronger attack. Remember, just because it has more health doesn't mean it's almost useless to attack them. We can one-shot a rat with a rock. As you saw, though, it took like literally 5 of my basic attacks to defeat that ghost. Now, I guess kind of just took 4 to defeat that rat. Yeah. I'm just saying. You gotta pick and choose your battles, and you gotta not only pick and choose them, but pick and choose them wisely. Because if you don't think things through a lot of times you'll end up not being able to think at all, because you'll be panicking because of one mistake. I don't mean to sound like one of those YouTubers, or technically not many people on YouTube do it for us. People do it on YouTube stories, which are more or less a lot of times just taken from TikTok. You know, I don't really care for TikTok that much. I have an account for literally every social media app, pretty much that exists. I'm 17 and I have a Google Plus account. Like, don't mess with me. I'm the definition of like childhood mummy. You know? Like, I for some reason, like, I don't know why, I just sometimes feel like an old man. It was like a lot of times just something simple that makes me feel like an old man. Like, oh, I get like my mild scoliosis off center pelvis kind of giving me back pains a lot of times. When doing things like trying to clean up a floor by bending down to pick up things. Like, I can't like bow down. You know, I can't like rotate on my hips. I can't lean forward as much because it kind of just hurts my back, my lower back. Thanks for talking to me about trying to feel these back pains. That's kind of the way it is, though. Yeah, because as I was saying earlier, enemy variants are more than just like enemy variants here. Like this right here, this is an entirely different name from the ghost. So it's called, and the point is, it has a name. A lot of these enemies like have names, which I honestly think is pretty neat. What makes the game unique? Most games like this, where you're just fighting like a wave of enemies or just levels of enemies, a lot of times when you fight like that in games like that, they normally just like refrain from giving most of the enemies any uniqueness. I guess mainly because you're fighting like hundreds of them, you know. Like, why would... Like, I feel like it's harder to kill something when you're that shit. Yeah. And like, here's the thing. As I was saying earlier about how different enemies have different levels of kind of threat. See, most games don't really tell you this, but like, every enemy in the game kind of has their own level of like threat. Heck, even most characters in games. Because I know a game, and by a game, I mean I've played a free version of it, I've played the deluxe version of it. Literally the only version I haven't played is the regular version. That's because when I got the game for, on my Steam account, I paid for the deluxe version. Which so I can't play it anymore. But like, in that game, they actually, the characters, their names have their own, like, threat level. And which, like, the only, and here's the, and then what got me thinking, well, not only do my characters have, but technically, think about every game character in existence has their own like, level of threat in the games that they are. For instance, in this battle, the character that goes with the lantern genuinely has a different threat level varyingly on the skeletal pirate, which is actually what they're called. But the thing is, though, even though you wouldn't really think about them having their like actual threat level, they kind of do. And don't get me wrong, auto battle isn't going to make the one with more threat level be targeted in any way. But the threat level is based upon not just like the character's power or the levels like that, but more or less what abilities they have. Every character I've seen has kind of just a basic attack, but certain characters have, or certain enemies have special attacks. For instance, the Ghost with the Lantern has Pyroblast, which can actually ignite one of our allies on fire, therefore leaving them with the burn effect. While the Skeleton Fire can just attack 2 people at once. That's its special ability. Yeah. And like other than so, logically thinking, a lot of people would probably think, oh, you might just go to fire that unless you will take damage. But the problem with that is that fire damage, what a lot of people don't understand, is that most passive damage effects can actually cause you to lose. Things like a poison, think of it this way. Think of if you're playing Minecraft. Think of if you get poisoned by a witch, okay? Poison is one of the effects in this effect of Minecraft that will bring you down to half heart. It will never kill you. You will only be brought down to half a heart. But when being stuck at half a heart until the poison goes away or until you regenerate enough, that means anything that hits you will kill you instantly. And then it's saying especially if you can't heal in time. It's almost instant death. So like if you don't have any food on you, your hunger bar is only half full. Oh, it's not full at all. And then you have now you're stuck at half heart, no food, not even full hunger, so you can't regenerate. Not even a golden apple, not even a potion of regeneration. Chances are you're basically screwed until you can find something to do. The chances are you're gonna die. And it's all because of a potion effect. All because of a lingering effect that causes damage over time. See, damage over time, a lot of people don't realize this. Sometimes a small number plus can be just the same as a big number once. A big number once can be just the same as a small number 100 times. Think of it this way. 10 times fire damage for 5 seconds is the same as... Think of it this way. 10 times fire damage for a second. 10 times fire damage a second for 5 seconds is the same, is almost the same level of damage. It's basically the exact same level of damage as 500 damage for 1 hit. Yeah. The only difference is though, you're more or less able to prevent like damage over time. You have to go in water with fire or drinking or any other poison or something like that. A lot of times you can heal up the damage over time, or lucky you possibly heal faster than it can be damaged. Which is I guess why a lot of people probably don't think about damage over time effects that much. Because a lot of times they can cancel out. But the same ways that undoes them, the exact same ways it undoes instant damage, which is just regular healing. But in this case, for instance, the fire or the burn effect in this game is the same as a poison effect, which I don't know if you've seen the poison effect yet. I've been kind of killing a lot of poison and using enemies very quickly. I was tempted to let him live just so I can show you guys the fact of how poison or fireworks. I'm afraid he's going to attack the guy who's trying to turn me. Last two. Yes. We're going to attack these fellow two guys with fire. Okay. I want to see if he uses fire blast. So, he fire blast. See? Now that guy, he's burned. He took 5 damage, basic damage. Now each time, every few turns, he's going to take a bit more damage. Yeah, see, he just took more damage. He took 1 damage. 1 damage. The point is that he's going to take damage over time. And he's going to progressively take more damage over time. 5, and 2 from the fire. See, that's the thing. That's why you normally gotta kill creatures with fire-based attacks or even poison-based attacks or special attacks. Because here's the thing, yeah, it starts out at 3. Here's the fire starts at 3, but point is you gotta really think, or you gotta think about the damage you're doing. And the damage you're taking. Because a lot of times it's best. Okay, I hope it's a good one. Yeah, it was a good one. It's a healing fair. Wasn't a bad fair, it was a healing fair. That's good enough. That means we can use healing spells more, and we can use the rocks more. See his basic attack, and then we could have saw him do his special attack, but he didn't. You know, not many. Oh god, this is gonna be a bad throw. I just know it. Yeah, see now, this is where I should use the burn as example. Yeah, again, I think I said in the previous video, one thing I hate about the Mad Fairies is that they always do the negative effect on half your team. It's always half. It's never a random amount. It's always just like half your entire team. Yeah. And like one of the major things I hate about this is that because of it being always half your team, it makes it so that way like you have like the most negativity from it. Like you're very unlikely surviving a negative effect solely on our bad fairy, totally because it always affects the half team. And don't get me wrong, it's always a random half, so there's no way like you can predict like, oh, this one's gonna hit poison this time around. Oh, this one's gonna hit fire this time around. Oh, these three are gonna put to sleep. Oh man. See, that's why I always gotta make sure you heal. See, that's two with the rock ability. This just died. I was thinking how good this is going. I might just end up reviving them if it gives me the chance to instead of just doing 3 rounds. Instead of doing just 3 small rounds, I should do like 1 big one. Oh, that's a guy keen. Watch this doing. Watch this probably just die before we. Okay, so this is the area where we can find cats. I want to get the stables before I leave this area. Before I leave Dimension 1, I want to get the stables. Because having the whale a lot earlier, because when I first played using this rule set, which was on my phone, since now I've kind of lost the progress I had on my phone. So I think I restarted at one point, and I really deleted the game after a while. No, I guess so. I mean, I know why I re-deleted it. I just don't know why I deleted it in the first place. Like, basically, what I'm trying to say is, like, I didn't delete the game. Okay. And there goes my. And now I'm going to need to heal him. Heal you. And then you attack him. And that attacks me with this one. Are you healing me? It's good to make sure everyone's healed up. Okay. Okay. I need to make sure that guy's healed over there. That way I have a wave for back attacks. Oh crap. Don't heal one more time. Okay. I'm gonna heal him because he's gonna have more health. As long as we have one person on each side, I feel fine. And there's Kieran with me. That's someone who gets up here. It's strong. Ooh, nice crit back there. Oh man. Please. What's that? What's that? Maybe just one guy for me. Not now. Yeah, there we go. It's a good thing we can continue. Nice 200 shields. That's pretty good. Oh no, not in there. Okay, I made it past the ad and they're skipping it. There's a random pop-up ad. Next one is a little craft and we're gonna complete the mission. Okay. I did that last time? Yeah, I did. Okay. It was just a meal first. Nice. Fun fact, there's actually a special item you get in the mail at some point in the game. And the item, I forget, it's just like a random item, I guess, that like you literally have like end up getting like no use for. But they end up, I guess, giving it to you for like whatever reason. Like, I don't really know. There's my wood. Okay, what can we sell? What else? One of those. The wind source. So we got $5. I need these. There's your 1, 2, 3. Literally have $3. Seriously? No armor. That's bone meal. That's the only thing I can really make is leather armor. Seriously? Alright. Let's see what I can buy for upgrade wise. Italian. I definitely need to start spending more letters. Okay. I should have started getting more hair small. Because I'm definitely going to need those in the future. Okay, I forgot. Hold on, let me just pause the recording. Okay, I'm back. Just had to sit through that ad. Oh crap, I forgot about this part. The theme pops up. Okay, now I forgot about last time I did this. I forgot about something. Yeah, I'm gonna just really quick, I wanted the quick stuff. There we go. Let's see. Here's bonus. Sugar. Leather. Root bubble here. There's you and sheep. There's rock with you. There's you. There's this one. There's you the rest. And you this one. Okay. Here we have everyone equipped to the best of their abilities. Okay. Now we head it out. We're on the Admiral. Oh yeah, I forgot that one was auto combat. Yeah, frick, oh man. Oh, we're certain kitchens. Is the next freezer? No, it's freezer. We're gonna start starting from the kitchen. And slowly for the fact that we need carrots, and in my experience, carrots are not an easy thing to get in this game. They certainly like enemy specific loot tends to not be very easy to get. It's just something I've noticed when playing this game. Like that time, I think we ended up not getting a carrot. We always got them out when enemy was gold. Go over like money. Yeah, so something there. This one again. Pretty cool. Don't think we got any tricks in it. Alright. Hopefully it past this section and probably quit recording. I'm trying to make this video quick. It's already, I think, past the 30-minute mark. Oh no, I guess not. Just turned 24 minutes. Maybe I'm going to keep it under 30, but like, maybe as though I just know for a fact that it's all going to be 30 by the time I do my outro and everything. Faster. Alright. There we go. I don't know if I wasted. I was wasted MP there, but whatever. No, the Dwaynes. No, the Dwaynes. Wasted it. Okay, there we go. then go right. This way? Oh no, I just have feelings in there. And of course they burned the guy with 7 health. No, I'm not the other way, he's 20. No. Crap. You do his kill. Come on. Oh crap. Oh no. Oh cool. Yeah. I think here's a Mr. Fuck, yeah. Yeah, it has some 50. Next will be level. Yeah, do 10. At least I got word. Well, you can got killed. Anyways, though, they killed the guy who had the rock anyway. Healed right there. Oh crap, some touch was a -1. And I like the poison one. I don't know why, it seems like to me that a lot of times when something happens it's like a negative effect, it's almost always on the people that have the least health. Something I've noticed, I don't know if it's just me having really bad luck, or if that is actually the case or not, but like, it's just this weird thing, like almost every time I have my team, or a few of my team members get hit with some negative effect from a bad fairy, they almost always seem to kind of have, or they always seem to affect the ones with the lowest amount of health. Okay, we'll check. Yeah. That was good to give the person that meant to heal, a mini club, solely because mini club is a passive regen effect, and until you get the sorry guys, the allergies been giving me a bad cough, so if you hear me coughing or sniffling throughout this episode, just know it's my allergies. There's going to be pretty much background noise other than my talking video all for me. So back attack soon. I don't like you moving swords. How are you? Yeah, in this case, the flame thing is the one we want to attack because it's got the pyroblast ability. I'll probably be a little long. It's 29 minutes, but almost 56 minutes. If I made it as far as I have. Pretty surprising to me. Especially with the gear on the Seahorse. Oh crap. Okay. And there you go. So there's an LED clock. There goes my health, guy. Now we're basically doomed. Oh yeah, we doomed now. This is what's going on, we die, trust me. I just know this. Yeah, Pyroblast. There's the same amount of damage as their basic attacks, but it also inflicts burn. What does it want? This is one HP, dies to fire. Oh, I guess we ended up killing one of them at least. He died to fire. And that's what I'm gonna. Oh, we're in 777 coins. Very neat. There's got leather, you know. It's really good, I guess. Oh, we got a quest. Oh. Not right now. Google Play. Tell me to rate the game. Right here. 160. Where's the price? Oh, I got one sword. Hey, bro, did you really just give me a wooden sword? Like, bro. The maximum, bro. This is the water field. Okay, 4. By the way, I'm going I don't know wood. I'm about to know wood, because why not? I should say wood now. If I'm not fine. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm almost like very invincible when it comes to making dad jokes. I'm just always making them to some degree. Just a dad joke guy. Just a man of dad jokes. I just don't know why though. Yes, oh, no, just pick one. I might actually make one that one from the hookers. I want to. And buy coral. I guess we'll just go down there. Just look. Oh, shit, what I'll buy 3 sniffing crystals and I'll level up the moon cup. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, so I'm just gonna end the video off here. Just gonna go ahead and basically sign out of the game. Basically your clock's really saved. That's another thing that feels pretty good about this game. That it basically saves your progress when you exit. Most games, they tell you when you exit, they tell you all unsaved progress will be lost. So not in this game. This game saves your progress when you leave. I think it's pretty good. So, either way, that's all for today, or just say tomorrow, since this will be uploaded on Sunday morning and it's Saturday evening. So, that's all for now. Adios, and goodbye, and sayonara.